Hello everyone, welcome to our Top 10 channel. We're all about exploring the world around us in fun and intriguing ways. Today, we're diving into a topic that's not only fascinating but is also making waves in the world of food and health. The top 10 most interesting vegan facts. These facts have been sourced from 10 Most Today.com, a site known for its compelling lists. So without further ado, let's dive right into our countdown. Starting us off at number 10, vegan foods usually are low in calories because they lack unhealthy fats. That's right, folks. When you're loading up your plate with a variety of vibrant veggies, hearty grains, and protein-packed legumes, you're not just treating your taste buds to a flavor fiesta. You're also feeding your body with nutrient-dense foods that can help you maintain a healthy weight. These plant-based powerhouses are typically lower in calories and saturated fats than their animal-based counterparts. And why is that? Well, it's because they're not laden with the unhealthy fats often found in animal products. Plus, most vegan foods are high in fiber, which aids in digestion and keeps you feeling fuller longer. So, not only are you consuming fewer calories, but you're also less likely to overeat. Imagine that, healthier and delicious at the same time. Moving on to number 9, animals are supplied more antibiotics than people. Yes, you heard that correctly. In the United States alone, humans consume approximately 3 million pounds of antibiotics yearly for healing purposes. But this pales in comparison to the staggering 17.8 million pounds fed to livestock. That's nearly 6 times more. These antibiotics are used not just for treating sick animals, but also for promoting growth and preventing diseases in crowded conditions. This overuse, however, is not without its consequences. It contributes to the rise of antibiotic-resistant bacteria, posing a serious threat to human health. Moreover, these antibiotics can end up in our water systems, disrupting aquatic ecosystems. So, when we choose plant-based foods over meat, we're not only making a personal health choice, but also taking a stand against practices that can harm our environment and future generations. Quite a staggering fact, isn't it? At number 8, we have a surprising fact. Many supermarket products are actually vegan. Yes, you heard that right. Of course, we're not talking about fruits and vegetables. We're talking about processed foods, things you wouldn't typically expect to be vegan-friendly. Take Oreos, for instance. Despite their creamy center, they don't contain any real dairy. And dark chocolate? Many brands are free of milk products, making them a sweet treat for vegans. But here's a pro tip for you. When you're scanning the shelves, keep an eye out for products labeled cholesterol-free. Why? Because bad cholesterol comes exclusively from animal products. So if something is cholesterol-free, it's usually vegan. So the next time you're at the grocery store, remember that it's not just the fresh produce aisle that's vegan-friendly. Who knew grocery shopping could be a vegan adventure? Coming in at number 7, just by being vegan you're helping to save the forests. Here's how. A significant portion of deforestation worldwide is driven by the demand for land to grow crops, but not for human consumption. Instead, these vast fields of corn, soy, and other plants are cultivated for one purpose: to feed livestock intended for meat production. This cycle of clearing land, growing feed, and raising animals has a substantial impact on our planet's forests. Our appetites for meat-based diets are indirectly causing the loss of precious forestry, contributing to biodiversity loss and accelerating climate change. But here's the silver lining. As a vegan, you're part of the solution. By choosing plant-based foods, you're reducing the demand for meat and consequently the need for deforestation. It's a simple yet powerful way to protect our planet. So every vegan is also a forest guardian. Fact number 6 is a bit grim. There are 500,000 animals slain every hour in the US. That's an astonishing 12 million lives extinguished every single day. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's crucial to understand the scale of the industry we're talking about. These numbers aren't just disturbing from an animal welfare perspective, but they also have significant environmental implications. The rearing, feeding, and slaughtering of these animals require vast amounts of water, land, and energy. The waste produced by such a massive number of animals contributes significantly to pollution, including greenhouse gas emissions. Moreover, the biodiversity loss from deforestation and habitat destruction driven by the demand for grazing land and animal feed crops is pushing our planet's ecosystems to their limits. This heavy toll on animals and our environment is a call to action, a reason for us to consider more sustainable and compassionate food choices. Quite a sobering thought, isn't it? On a brighter note, fact number 5. Vegans tend to be healthier. This isn't just hearsay, but a fact backed by the American Dietetic Association. They confirm that a vegan or vegetarian diet can significantly reduce the risk of several health issues. We're talking about serious conditions like prostate or colon cancer, but that's not all. Vegans also tend to have lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Now this is a big deal because high blood pressure and cholesterol are major risk factors for heart disease. In fact, the ADA states that vegans have a lower rate of ischemic heart disease. That's the kind that can lead to heart attacks. So it's not just about the animals or the environment, it's also about you and your well-being. Eating vegan is not just a diet, it's a healthy lifestyle. Fact number 4. Wheat is much more eco-friendly than meat. Have you ever thought about how much water it takes to produce the food on your plate? If you're choosing meat, the number might surprise you. It's estimated that producing a single pound of meat requires a staggering 2,500 gallons of water. That's enough to fill a small swimming pool. Now let's compare this to wheat. Wheat, like many other plant-based foods, requires far less water to produce. To put it into perspective, you'd only need about 25 gallons of water to produce a pound of wheat. That's 100 times less than what's required for meat. Not only does this mean that choosing plant-based foods like wheat can save a significant amount of water, but it also makes these foods a more sustainable choice for our planet. So, next time you choose a meal, think about its water footprint. Coming in at number 3, by avoiding meat, you're helping to reduce pollution. Now this might surprise you, but the meat industry contributes significantly to man-made pollution. In fact, it's estimated that a whopping 20% of all man-made pollution comes from this sector. It's a staggering figure, isn't it? These pollutants come from various sources, including the production and transportation of feed, animals themselves, and the processing and packaging of meat. The environmental impact is immense, affecting air and water quality, contributing to climate change and causing habitat destruction. But here's the good news. By choosing to refrain from meat consumption, you're playing a part in alleviating this problem. You're reducing the demand for meat, which in turn decreases the industry's pollution output. It's like being an environmental superhero, right from your dinner table. Being vegan means being an environmental superhero. Almost there at number 2. The grain fed to livestock could feed 1.3 billion people. It's a staggering fact when you stop and think about it. That's nearly 1/5 of the world's population. Each year, vast quantities of grain, enough to feed billions of people, are fed to animals raised for meat. This isn't just a staggering waste of resources, it's a question of global food security. With the world's population projected to reach 9 billion by the mid-century, we need to think seriously about how we use our limited resources. The grain used to feed livestock is grown on land that could otherwise be used to grow food for people. It's a simple equation. More grain for animals means less food for people. By choosing a vegan diet, you're not just making a personal health choice or taking a stand against animal cruelty. You're also contributing to a more sustainable and equitable world. Choosing vegan means choosing to feed the world. And finally, our number 1 fact. Up to 80% of food poisoning cases are linked to infected meat. This is a startling statistic that highlights the health risks associated with consuming meat. Bacterial infections like E. coli and Salmonella are often the culprits, thriving in improperly handled or cooked meat. The risk of exposure to these harmful bacteria is significantly reduced for those following a vegan diet. So being vegan is not just good for the animals and the planet, it's good for you too. And there you have it, our top 10 most interesting vegan facts. From vegan foods being low in calories to the surprising fact that many supermarket products are actually vegan. We've also learned about the environmental benefits of veganism and the shocking statistics about animal slaughter. We touched on the health benefits of a vegan diet and how it can help alleviate some global issues. And finally, the unsettling link between meat and food poisoning. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to not miss new videos on our Top 10 channel. Until next time.